Hi guys, welcome back to Talks with Rita, a platform where we talk all things social issues. My name is Rita. Well, today I'll continue with part 4 of the series Heart to Heart Talk with Rita. For the past few days or weeks, I've been sharing my own personal experience, my own personal story. I am a gender-based violence survivor. Yes, I'm not a victim. I am a survivor. I survived. And I've been sharing on what I experienced, how I managed to live. Yeah. So in this part 4, I'll be sharing on the healing process. Yeah, it is a process because it does not happen in one day, or few days or few weeks. It is a process that can take a while. Yeah. And I think it depends on person to person. If you were in a toxic relationship for a very long time, I think it can take longer to heal. That's why I'm really insisting to some of you who are seeing red flags, don't ignore them. Do something about them before it's too late, because it will impact on your healing process. Yeah. So I'll share on 3 things that have been helping me to heal, or that has helped me to heal. Yeah. The first thing is that I cut all connections with my ex-partner. I blocked him on all my platforms, social media, phone numbers. I blocked him. That pushed the healing process to be quicker for me. I avoided any contact. I didn't want him to contact me or myself contacting him for anything. Yeah. I stayed for as long as I could. We have kids together, and I tried to okay, the kids story is another story which I think I might share later on if there is a need, but for now let me just focus on us. So I cut him out. I blocked him. I didn't want anything to do with him because I had made a decision that I'm moving on with my life. So if you want to successfully heal, don't allow yourself to be re-traumatized over and over, or to get exposed over and over. It will delay your healing process. So the quicker you cut ties and you avoid exposure to a toxic person, the earlier or the easier it might become for you to heal. Right? To some of you, it might be difficult to cut ties or to cut connections, but for me, it worked well because I was not really exposed to more and more trauma. Yeah, but unfortunately, yes, along the way, along the journey of these 2 years of healing, there was contact, and the contact that I got was not good. It re-traumatized me, and it pushed me 10 steps back. Yeah. That's why I'm insisting, do whatever you can to make sure there's no contact. So I'm extremely making sure that he doesn't have access to me. Even when I go in town, if I spot his car anywhere, I have to leave. I have to disappear, because I can't expose myself. I can't re-traumatize myself over and over. So it has been helping me. My mind is calmer. My mental health is calmer. I'm more at peace, Yeah. So cut all connections, cut all ties. Have nothing to do with him or her. For those who are probably, who have been, the opposite sex, if it's a her, cut ties. No contact, no connection. I went to the extent of also avoiding all his family members deliberately, intentionally. I did that. I did not want any of his family members to have access to me. Only certain individuals that I allowed to have access to me. The rest, I cut them off. I blocked their contacts. I didn't want anything that had to do with him. Yeah. So it helped me a lot to push every day to push. Yeah. And then the other thing, the second point is that I forgiveness. I forgave myself. I forgave him. Yeah. I was bitter at one point. I was angry. I was disappointed with myself and all that. I reached at a point of realizing that I have to forgive. It happened. A lot of painful experiences that I went through. A lot of, bad memories, the kids, a lot of time was wasted. A good 10 years, a lot of time was wasted. And a lot of things happened. But I had to reach at a point of saying, we are all going to experience different things in life. And this was probably a thing that I had to experience, as part of my life. So I had to make peace with the fact that it happened. And by God's grace, I survived it. I came out alive. And so I forgave myself, and I also forgave him, because I also recognize the benefit of forgiveness. I really recognize it, and I know it very well. It helps you to heal quicker, making peace with the fact that what happened, unfortunately, and you are now out of danger. Holding grudges, calling names, and do whatsoever, it will not help anything, right? So in order for me to heal, I had to forgive myself, because there were moments where I would beat myself and I'll be like, come on, Rita, you knew better. Come on now. How did you end up in this? You understand? There were moments I would really hit myself and go like, really? Come on now. And then I realized that no, I'm only human. I could have also probably, if not GBV, maybe I could have experienced something else. I mean, we are all experiencing different things, So it is a process. I forgave myself. I forgave him. And I know many people don't understand when I say I forgave him, but I still cut him off. Yeah, you can forgive somebody, but you cut them off. You don't need to bring them back in your circle. You don't need to bring them back in your life. No, that does not mean that if you forgive them, they should come back. No, because there were times when he was like, no, we should try again and that stuff. And he felt probably I did not forgive him. I forgave him. 100%. I forgave him. I forgave some relatives who said whatever they said. I forgave literally almost everyone, and most importantly myself. But I am not bringing any of them back in my circle, because I'm now a different person. I'm a new person. I have worked on myself. I'm still working on myself. So yeah, forgiveness, letting go, making peace, moving on, freeing myself from the bondage of unforgiveness, letting the peace of God, fill me up once again, and realizing that God has always been part of the plan. He knows what's best for me. He knows much better, So I had to forgive. I forgive him. I forgave myself. Yeah. And then the third thing that I did and that I'm still doing is rediscovering myself. It is part of the healing process. And I'm allowing myself now, I'm allowing myself to explore, explore life, explore all the things that I've always wanted to do that I was not able to do, rediscovering things that, give me joy, give me peace. I'm rediscovering myself in the sense that my self-esteem was tempered with, and I'm working on that. My self-worth, my self-image. So those are all the areas I'm working on, and some of them are now back to normal. I can say even way much better than they were. So, but it is a process. It is a process of rediscovering. Self-care is part of my rediscovery process. Allowing myself to have all the love that I can give myself. I don't have to wait on somebody to give me that love. I am pampering myself. Acknowledging that I'm beautiful, I'm strong. Bad things might have happened to me, but much more. So it is a process that I'm working on a daily basis. So it will not happen in a day or two. Look, it has been 2 years for me, and I can say the process of rediscovering myself, it is ongoing. I'm allowing myself to explore this world, to explore my talents, to dig further, to find meaning and purpose to life, to have more fun, to reach to the core of my desires, my heart's desires, prioritizing myself. That is all part of the healing process. Putting myself first. I'm putting myself first. I'm having more compassion towards myself. It's more like I'm giving that which I was not able to be given. I'm giving it to myself now. I'm giving that to myself. The care, the tenderness, the TLC, tender love and care. I'm giving that to myself as part of rediscovering myself. So it is a process, again, as I said. It will not happen in one day. It will take a while. And please take it one day at a time. I think that is the 4th point that I can add to say, take it one day at a time. Don't beat yourself too hard. Take it one day at a time. Healing is a process. Cutting ties, forgiving, rediscovering yourself, and taking it one day at a time. Living in that moment, thanking God that, I came out alive out of such situation, and ensuring that I don't ever go back in such predicament ever again in my life. I don't blind myself from red flags. I become proactive when I see red flags. I don't put unnecessary false hope, hoping that what I saw was not the truth, whereas I totally know that that was the truth that I just saw there. That's how the person is. So all these are areas that I'm working on, and it's part of the healing process. I am really enjoying this healing process because there's so much peace. There is so much peace in my heart. There's so much peace and joy. And I think if you ever feel that maybe I'll never be happy, maybe things will get worse, if there's anything you can pick out from this video, is there is so much peace, love, and joy in this world. And I think that's what God wants for us. He wants us to have love, peace, and joy. Being in a toxic relationship, I really don't think that is God's idea. So I am so thankful. Every day I wake up with gratitude. I am thankful for this healing process, and it's only the grace of God. It is only grace. Yeah, it's only the grace of God. I have a friend who I normally say to that, wow, you know what, Chomi, this is a second chance that I got, and I'm going to live it the best way that I can. Life is too short to be in a toxic relationship for too long. Yeah. So allow yourself to heal. Give yourself permission to heal. It is possible. Love you. Bye.